Hello, I'm Joe from Ozcape Campus. In our business we build these fantastic slide-on campers. While many people are aware of the advantages of this fantastic concept, we often get the question, how easy is it actually to put these campers on and off the vehicle? And that's what we want to show you in this video. In the first step, I'm going to show you what is involved to take the camper off the vehicle, and then a little bit later on, I show you how to put it back onto the vehicle. The slide-on camper sits on the flat tray of the vehicle and is attached via 4 mechanical anchor points to the chassis. There are also 2 electrical connections which need to be undone before you can lift the camper off the truck. I'm undoing the front anchor point now, and to do that you have to take the safety pin out and then open the quick tie down bracket. That is very easy to do. You unhook it from the chain and put the quick tie down aside. We are now doing the same thing here at the rear end of the vehicle. First, undo the mechanical anchor point. We take the pin out, open the quick tie down bracket, unhook it from the chassis, and on the other hand from the tie down chain on the camper. While we're here at the driver's side rear end of the car, we can disconnect the electrical connectors at the same time. One is an Anderson connection. It supplies power to the charging gear, so you can recharge your camper battery while you're traveling. And the second connection is a dedicated trailer plug for the taillights of the camper. So both these electrical leads are now undone, and now we can move to the passenger side of the rig to undo the mechanical anchor points there as well. In preparation to this demonstration, I've disconnected the mechanical anchor points on the passenger side already. So the next step would be to drop the remote controlled electric legs and lift the camper off the vehicle. Here we have the remote control. You need to switch the system on, and you can actually lower all 4 legs in one go. Just push this button and drop the legs. We lift the camper off by dropping the legs. So we push that button and you can see all the legs coming all the way down until they touch ground, and then it lifts the camper off the truck. All 4 legs are touching ground now, and with remote control we now can lift the camper off the vehicle. As the camper lifts off the tray, we can see this safe locator pin, one of our helper systems. I come to explain this system a little bit later in more detail. The camper is now completely disconnected from the vehicle and high enough so we can drive the vehicle out. The camper is now completely freestanding. The only thing to do to set up camp is now to lower the camper with the remote controlled electric jacks until it's close to the ground. Then it's very convenient with the inbuilt step at the back to go in and out. No additional step is required. I'm now going to show you how to put the camper back onto the car. And to make that particularly easy, we have little helper systems in place. One thing are these little guides here. We have got 3 of these guides on either side of the camper, and they have exactly the width of the tray. So as you approach the camper while reversing underneath, you can see these guides in the rear vision mirror slipping along the edge of the tray. So that gives you very good orientation whether you're lined up or not. The second helper system we've got in place is a so-called self-locating system. It comprises these 2 holes in the tray. There's one at the rear end here and one at the front. And there are 2 center cones attached to the framework of the camper. They're underneath here. There are these cones here. So when you drive with the vehicle underneath the camper, you just make sure that the tip of these pins are above the holes in the tray. And then you stop the vehicle, and as you lower the camper with the remote controlled legs, they sink into the holes in the tray, they're centered, and this way the camper sits in the very same spot all the time. That makes the loading process very easy, particularly on uneven ground. So because you can move the legs individually, you can kind of walk the center pins over the holes in the tray. So that makes that whole process very, very easy. And I'm going to show you how that works now. You can see that the guides here on the side of the tray are now lined up properly, and the cones underneath the camper sit just above the holes. So now we can lower the camper with remote controlled legs and sink the cones into these holes. We now lower the camper fully until it sits on the tray, and then retract all 4 jacks until they're in the fully up position. That is important before you hit the road, that you have the maximum ground clearance. Then the next step is to reconnect the 4 mechanical anchor points and the 2 electrical leads in the back. I'm going to show you how that works now. Connected the 2 mechanical anchor points on the passenger side, and now I'm doing the same thing here on the driver's side. So it's very easy. You just open the quick tie down bracket, you hook it to the chain on the camper and to the anchor point on the chassis. You close the bracket, the safety pin goes through. Very easy. Now we do the same at the back. Open the bracket, hook it into the anchor chain, anchor point on the cuff on the chassis, close the bracket, safety pin so the lever can't come open. That's it. And now we only have to do the electrical connections. First one here is your Anderson connection. And the second one, the trailer plug. all connected, we are ready to go. Well, you could watch now the whole procedure. You can see it's really very, very easy to take the camper off the vehicle or put it back on. With our helper systems in place and with the remote controlled electric jacks, which are the standard of Ozcape campers, there's no physical work involved. It's purely a one-person operation. It's very quick and straightforward. You just have to disconnect or reconnect 4 mechanical anchor points. Then there are 2 electrical leads to take care of, and that's it. So this way you really can enjoy traveling with your Slide-On. Quickly take it off if you found a nice camp spot to stay for a day or longer, and you have got the vehicle free for other purposes. Well, that is one of the main advantages of the Slide-On concept. At the same time, you still have the option to tow a boat or motorbike to take along on your trip. So it's the most versatile concept really on the market. On delivery day, we show our customers actually how to do the whole procedure. We give them little hints and tips, tell them what to watch out for. And the experience of over 10 years now really shows us everybody can do it. It's really easy. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully enjoy traveling in your Ozcape campers in the future. Thanks and bye for now.